Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails to Azure. We are back in Crossbell after having that very exhilarating chase last time with the hoodlums from the residential district. And we've got a few more things we left to do before we can continue onwards. And let's do our best to see if we can get there today. And of course the one thing I am most interested in is, will the guys with the car be back home or at the police station? Oh dread, my makeup's been running all day thanks to this stupid rain. I'll have to redo it when I get inside. Again! Yeah, thankfully I haven't ever had that problem. Not that I wear makeup, but never wore makeup in the rain and stuff like that. Oh, I was thinking of lazying around today since I don't have cooking lessons. Oh, I know. I could experiment with those stovetop cookies I learned to make yesterday. Maybe I'll try mixing in some chocolate chips into the batter this time around. Oh, I'll invite Granny for some cookies and tea once they're done. Well, they definitely sound lovely. Because who doesn't want freshly baked chocolate chip cookies? Henri's gone out to play, even with this weather being the way it is. No, I'm not going to go around demanding that he stays inside on rainy days. But he had better stay warm and dry at least. I don't want him catching a cold. Yeah, cause trust me, kids, if they have the chance to play out in the rain, they definitely would. Nothing dampens a good suit like a rainy day. The humidity is a surefire style killer. That's why I've got to make sure I keep my party threads pressed, dry and looking fly. Yeah. They don't say that at parties, looking fly. That's a bit old school. But considering the outfit, maybe it does fit him. Alright. Let's see how the neighbors are doing. Ooh, and I'm also curious, can we get inside the building where we found the person that looked like a doll? Where we found also another doll. Oh, Harold is at Belgard Gate for a delivery, but I admit I'm a bit worried for him. What with a giant monster that was reported along West Crossbell Highway yesterday. Don't worry, he's fine. I saw him there and he looked perfectly settled. Oh, look, there's a froggy stuck to the window. He looked kinda cute squirming like that. Alright, then I have to wonder, why is there a frog on the second level of the house? That's a bit high for a frog to get up to. The door is locked. And no, we're not allowed to get in there. Car's not here, so it's definitely still impounded. If not still totally wrecked. Yeah, there's no need to go to his room, because we've been there in the past, there's just nothing there. Oh, we've seen more rain than usual this year. How am I supposed to dry the laundry like this? Well, on the inside, in a machine. Yesterday's little railment came as a shock. There's been many fiery disputes about whether it was caused by falling rocks or an enormous monster. I'm beginning to wonder the same thing myself. I can tell you, it was definitely, well, a demonized human. Which you could classify as a monster, but let's not do that to Walt just yet. Because I'm still hoping we will be able to coerce him back to human form and help him. Got the drugs? Not doing him any favors. Well, they're definitely not back yet. That means that we are gonna check up in the police station. Just have a quick look. Would have been really cool if they were actually here. And they are! Perfect! I guess we got a little carried away on this time. The car's totally wrecked too. Maybe we ought to lay low for a while. These kids have been a real pain in our behind, but at least they're being cooperative for once. I hear Kate absolutely blew their eardrums out earlier too. Maybe she finally got through to them. Clearly, we still have a long way to go as a state when it comes to enforcing laws against foreigners. Today's case is a big step forward though. There's no room for the police of all people to get disparaged by the situation. Oh, you all did an excellent job in the reckless driving case. Just leave these punk to us, we'll sort them out. Feel free to call us again the next time we need to make a joint operation. Oh, definitely. Seriously? They're gonna suspend our licenses? For a whole month even? You gotta be kidding me. Meaning for a month they cannot go home in their own car. Yeah, he is clearly impressed by Kate's display. And he should, definitely. I just can't figure out how Wales got his hand on the noses. If it wasn't enough for Varsh, then where the heck did it come from? Well, I think that's the question if we do move forward with the story. But it has to come from somewhere. But for now, I think it's time to go to church. I do wonder if we need to pick up the car if we want to go towards Mainz. It might be better. It's another rainy day in Crossbell. That, of course, will mean fewer people braving the highways to visit us. Yeah, it is true. If it's raining that badly, yeah, I'm staying inside too. All snuggled up and warm and definitely not wet and cold from the rain. Over time, exposure to the elements will cause the inscriptions on the grave to wear away bit by bit. That sadly leaves the legacies of their owners to be forgotten by most. As a gravekeeper, my job is to tend to the headstones and prevent that from happening. So he touches them up every once in a while to keep them fully legible, which is a very important job. Alright, at least he's not here today in the rain. Right? Yeah. Alright, let's get inside the church before we are truly soaked. I wonder if Reese is in here today. I just knew something was off about yesterday for a moment. I got out of bed. Then I found out that the train had come clean off the rails. Fortunately, I didn't have any effect on my business, but still, how horrible. I am told that yesterday's derailment on West Crossbell Highway was quite dreadful indeed. Praise to Idios that no innocent lives were lost. We have a priester visit us earlier today in search of information. Two of their own, Lynn and Aeolia, have gone missing. Sadly, I have not seen them in the cathedral as of late. I pray that no ill has befallen them. Oh, I hope that too, definitely. Oh, I hear there's a large monster spotted near the train derailment site yesterday. Would you all happen to know anything of note about that? Actually, we do. Lloyd briefly explained what happened when they went to investigate a train derailment the previous day. So Pleroma grass has started to appear in Knox Forest, and Gnosis has made a return as well. Well, the most pressing matter is that where he obtained it from, or who, I should say. Have any ideas on your end? I'm afraid I don't. The church doesn't know anything more about the cult and Gnosis than it did before. As for the Pleroma grass, I'm still in the middle of researching what caused it to bloom, with no answers to speak of just yet. Unfortunately, I'm the only member from the congregation of the Sacraments here, so this might take a while. I figured that was the case. We can wait, Reese. If you make any breakthroughs, you know how to reach us. Oh, of course. Sister Artina is scheduled to teach Sunday school lessons in America Village today. But as luck would have it, we seem to be in for pouring rain all across the state. I do hope she managed to keep dry. Well, we did see that she is definitely teaching there, so at least she arrived okay. Is she fully drying? Let's leave that in the middle for now. It's easy to slip on the floor inside on rainy days, so please do be careful. That may be coming from a personal experience, but it could happen to anyone. Yeah, a nun falling down to a slippery floor. That would have been a great video. I had the fortune of witnessing Sister Juju fall straight on her backside just now. Oh, that get a laugh out of me. Ah, sweet Sister Juju. Will that girl ever overcome her clumsiness? Let's hope not. Alright. That is the cathedral. So I'm guessing I'm gonna pick up the car, head to the doll house, and I will see you there. Well, I don't expect anyone to be out today. It doesn't mean we shouldn't at least have a small check. The gate is sealed shut and everyone's inside, all nice and dry. Because, let's be honest, with those automatons, robots, or whatever you want to call them, archaisms, I really do think that rain, not a good combination. Alright, let's head back down and go straight to Mainz. Alright, back at Mainz on this rainy day. Let's check out all around town. Might as well start on top. Oh, Daddy always looks so sad on rainy days. Maybe it's because he misses being a miner. But I love Daddy just the way he is. It was a rainy day like this today when I injured my leg and had to retire from being a miner. Even now, the damn thing still aches. Yeah, I have heard about people that have like a bum leg, and whenever it starts raining, their knees start hurting as well. Like a human barometer. It'll be a very interesting experience, to say the least. It's too rainy to play outside. This sucks. When's Daddy coming home? I want to play already. The mine gets awfully cold on rainy days. Not that the miners particularly mind. They'll dress light for work no matter what the weather. Goodness me, I just hope they don't catch a cold. Yeah, easy way to explain why they're not wearing jackets on the coldest day ever. Thanks to Gaines, I've been able to refocus myself on my work. I plan on returning the favor by picking up his tab tonight. Should we tell him? That way he knows his bill's being paid for, so he can have some extra drinks. This morning I dug up a gigantic several crystal. That sucker was this big around, no fooling. I've been kicking all sorts of ass at work these days. If only I had this kind of luck at the casino. Well, you had that one day. I don't think you want to go back there. At least not in the same way. Between cave-ins and monster outbreaks, we miners put our lives on the line all the time. How do we manage to tough this job out then? By trusting each other and taking pride in our work. That's how. I'd say the others are starting to realize that fact, the way we've all been coming together as a team lately. As chief of this mine, I am blessed to lead a crew like this one I've got. Yeah, especially in a mine, it's really important that you trust everyone in your team, because things can go from normal to bad to worse in seconds, definitely. Oh, rainy days in the mines are the worst. It gets so cold I can barely stand it. I guess it would warm me up if I moved around a bit more. Too much work. Yeah, too much effort. Oh, we've almost made our way to the rock layer we've been aiming for. A boatload of septium awaits, so I've got to keep on digging. Well, and if what Gans found yesterday is to be believed, they are getting really close. Alright, let's slowly head to the lower floors. Ah, this rain is so relaxing. We don't get many guests on days like today, so I'm just going to take it easy. The perfect opportunity to check out the shop for any new differences. Well, I finished transporting today's septium load earlier this morning. If I'd done it after the rain picked up, the roof would have been too slick and muddy to get any traction on. Knowing when it's safe to drive is a skill all of its own. And a very important one, definitely. Oh, rainy days are the worst. The floor gets all wet and then I have to mop it. Can't Carlos eat any faster? I want him to go home already. Because if he's not here, then the floor wouldn't be so messy. Just a quick check for guests. Nope. Empty as most of the time in Azure so far. There's been a talk of large, mysterious monsters appearing throughout the state. Not to mention that creature sighted near a train accident yesterday. Could they perhaps be related to the monster that appeared in the old deserted mine? Whatever the case, we had best tread carefully. Everyone's safety depends on it. That is true, that is true. Oh, the weather can be rather temperamental here in the mountains. At times the rain gets so heavy that bus services has to be suspended. Today isn't one of those times, but nevertheless, take care making your way around. Hey, don't worry, if the boss ain't driving, I still got a car. Oh, walk in the rain without an umbrella, I see. Not bad, not bad. There's nothing like a man soaked to the bone, his clothes clinging to him. Yeah, she's getting desperate in seeking a man. Oh, more and more people are setting off to live in the city these days. Fortunately, we have boys and girls with plenty of main sprite who are here to stay, like Lucky and Amy. Nothing could make me happier. I've lived here all my years after all. Well, I do think if she cannot find a boyfriend, she will eventually go to the city, where the pool of men is a bit bigger than here. Oh, take care out there, everyone. Rainy days like this are no laughing matter in Mainz. One false move could send you tumbling down a cliff. It's more likely than you think. Max and I grew up here, so we've been warned about this sort of thing since we were kids. Yeah, I can imagine. Because with all those rocky debris, especially uphill when they get wet, they will get all muddy. I can definitely see us slipping. Alright, that's it for the town. Not much to do today, but hey, it's a rainy day. They're allowed to.
よし、行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。
Alright, that should be all regions. We only have one left. And that's of course the place we wanna be. The Eastern District. And of course when we get there we're gonna talk to everyone first before heading to the Bracer Guild. Oh, look at that spinny toy my big water made. Spinny, swirly, swirly. My spinny toy boy mate is amazing. I'm so proud of her brother. I gave some of the shoddier pinwheels I made at work to Mei Ling. And then she says she wanted to play with them outside. And as you can see, She wouldn't take no for an answer. Walking around outside on a rainy day isn't my dear fun though. Well, as long as Meiling's enjoying herself, I guess it's fine. True. When she's having fun, it is more than fine. Oh, I never thought Meiling would get so much fun out of a toy that I didn't even make right. Next time, I'll make sure to give her one of the better ones. I think that's a good idea. Oh, yesterday's derailment came as a dreadful shock. I'm glad they managed to get the tracks repaired so quickly. Yeah, me too, cause that would have definitely upset a lot of businesses. Ah, a train got hurt yesterday, right? Oh, that's super scary. Did someone push it over or something? Technically, he's not wrong. It's a bit more punching than pushing, but I can see the mistake. Oh, people are saying a giant monster was spotted near the train accident yesterday. How terrifying. Oh, definitely terrifying. Oh, it's another rainy day in Crossbell. That puts quite the literal temper on my shopping plans. I suppose leftovers will have to do for dinner tonight. Oh, are we sure you're not just looking for an excuse to get out of cooking, Mom? Hey, with the girls out of the house, I can imagine she's gonna cut corners wherever she can. My wife and daughter came to town for a visit. They returned to Erebonia just this morning. Yesterday's derailment sent chills down my spine, so I'm thankful service is up and running again already. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm also very happy about that. Oh, there's nothing more calming than watering the plants. The sound of the rain is quite relaxing too. Today's a good day for rest and relaxation. Marie cleaned her face yesterday. The lady at the market said that they do that before it's about to rain. I can't believe it came true. It's been a long time since I last had a day off from work. It's a rainy one too, so I plan to sit back, relax and enjoy it with my family. I think that's the best way you can spend it. And your daughter would be very happy as well. Alright. One complex down. Ah, boy, I meant to save 10 mirror today. I can spend it on some ice cream on the way home. Or not. It's a bit too cold out because of the rain. Yeah, and the ice cream stall? Not there today. Probably also because of the rain. I doubt I'll get many customers in with weather like this. But that's okay. I gave Roy the day off, so I'll just pass the time making some new handicraft to sell. Great idea. Oh, for crying out loud. I just finished plugging up a hole in the tent already. And there's a new one. I wish Dins would get his head out of the clouds and actually help me for a change. The guy who sells me vegetables was in a tizzy about something this morning. Apparently there was a huge commotion over in America village yesterday. Sounded like it worked itself out one way or another. I wonder what happened. I'm not sure about the details though. He was too much in a tizzy that I couldn't make any sense of his accent. Didn't know their accents was that pronounced. A brazier came by this morning asking a few questions. Apparently a couple of female brazers went missing recently. Just where did they run off to in a weather like this? I don't know. That's what we're trying to find out. Well, that's just great. Another rainy day. I'll have to be careful out there. Driving in this weather can get pretty dangerous. So true. Oh, I don't get it. Why isn't Daddy here yet? Oh, I took my son and left after getting into a fight with my husband. Once he found out where we were, he told us he'll do a call home. Is that what he calls an apology? I'm not watching till I hear some sincerity. Trust me, he'll fold eventually. My lack of experience in the kitchen yesterday gave me a real wake-up call. A very painful one too. After talking things over with Puck, we agreed to go back to doing chores and give them all we've got. After all, if we aren't killing it at the most basic of tasks, how can we ever expect to move up the ladder? Well, you could also ask him to give you lessons in cooking. Maybe not the head chef, but definitely the son. Oh, hello everyone. Oh, it's good to see you, Rixia. Did you stop by to get some lunch? Oh, yes, I did. I was just chatting with Shen over here over some dessert. Oh, you guys are with the police, right? Aww, you came right when the girl talk was heating up. Oh, sorry to rain on your parade. Oh, I feel like I'm getting an exclusive look at the private life of an Arc and Seal performer. Yeah, you never really know who a famous person might be friends with. Oh please, you're flattering me. I'm still only a rookie. If it weren't for Shen-san, I'd likely spend most of my days just sitting at home doing nothing. Oh, it helps that we're around the same age. Rixia and I have gotten along, well, since we met. And even with her proportions, it's always fun to shop for cute clothes with her. It's admittedly a little hard to find cute things that fit. I suppose it is true that very few people have, let's just say, Rixia's proportions. A problem some would kill to have. I have to say though, you two really do seem like good friends. I suppose we are. I don't know what I'd do without Shen. I had to move often when I lived in Calvard due to my father's job. I had trouble making friends because of that, so I always felt like a bit of a loner. Yeah? Well, never would have guessed. Oh, don't worry, Rixia. Now that we're besties, you're never gonna get rid of me. Me and you will be together forever. I'll even get those matching tombstones. Aw, thank you, Shen. Well, feels like we're third wheeling pretty hard right now. You're right, let's leave these two to themselves. Oh, I'm sorry everyone, I didn't mean to make you feel left out. Oh no, not at all. It was great catching up with you, Rixia. We'll see you later. Okay, be seeing you. I had to move often when I lived in Calvard due to my father's job. It made me thankful to have Shen for a friend. Here, her, the SSS, Ilya, Arc and Seal, each and every bond I forged in the city is precious to me. And I truly believe she means that. Well, looks like the part-timers are putting more effort in their old chores than ever before. And here I always used to say that pocket roos were hopeless. There might be some promise in them yet. Just a little though. I enjoy it when we have fewer customers on rainy days. It gives me the time to prepare the next day's ingredients in one sitting. I looked pretty embarrassed when I said all of that, Rixia. But I meant it. We're going to be best friends for life. Yeah, I don't think she was embarrassed by the fact that you called her friends for life. Maybe the proportion part, cause yes, her ample chest is a sight to behold for a lot of people, but it could also be a bother to her. Ah, I see. So you've been staying here at Long Lao since before the conference. How do you find the food here? To your liking, I hope? Very. It's been a challenge not to overeat since I checked in. Sorry for calling you out here today, by the way. I feel like I should have been one going to you. Please, don't concern yourself over it. I rather enjoy my jaunts and strolls after all. Oh, that makes me feel a bit better. Freelance journalists really do get around, do they? Oh, by the way, Nielsen, you've been here in town since a few weeks before the conference, right? I can only assume you're concerned about everything that's happening in your own hometown? You would be right about that. I want to come and cover the events for myself. As a matter of fact, I plan on extending my stay here a little while longer. You're more than welcome to be here, because that way, more potential future quests. And we want to rake in all the points we can get. Oh, I thought if I had enough chutzpah, I would work through anything Master threw at us. Turns out, that was pretty naive of me. But I get it now. I need to focus on contributing how I can, instead of biting off more than I can chew. Well, biting off more than you can chew is not always a bad thing. It helps you learn to find your, well, let's say, boundaries of what's acceptable. And if you don't try yourself, how could you know where the line lies? It could be right in front of you, it could be straight around the block, you never know. Oh, you can never tell what might happen from one moment to the next these days. I would have warned Roy and Mei Ling to be extra careful when they go inside. Yeah, rain can come out of nowhere. Well, they say that the mysterious monster was responsible for yesterday's derailment. I have to wonder if it's anything like the ones people have been spotting around the state. Dangerous incidents have been on the rise lately. You kids should be extra careful out there. Yeah, it's almost like the region is building up to something big. And we're just going through, waiting for it to happen. Because if anything is going to happen, you know that we will be a part of it, even if we don't want to. I appear certain that his ragtag band of minnows are accepting their defeat at last. They couldn't even flounder their way far enough to challenge me to a single duel. I suppose their cold passion for fishing was a sham all along. Just you wait. Give me another chapter and I'll be ready for you myself. Alright. And here we are, the Praiser Guild, the location where we need to be for the main quest. Let's continue. Yeah, all searching for Lynn and Aeolia. They of course are fully MIA.
あら、あなたたち。どうも、ミシェルさん。
その話を聞いてちょっと気になりまして。
いやね、催促した形になっちゃって。
Okay, rush might be a little bit of an over-exaggeration. It did take us a few episodes.
でもありがとう。わざわざ来てくれて嬉しいわ。
ってことは、まだエオリアさんたちと連絡が取れてねえのかよ。
ええ、アリオスたちが手分けして当たってるけど、本当にもう一体何をやってるのかしら。
さすがに心配ですね。
エニグマが通じないってことは自治州外に出ているのかな。
Out of state or somewhere where the signal is not coming through.
私もそう思ったんだけど、駅や空港を利用した記録がないみたいなのよね。ベルガード門とタングラム門にも通行記録はないみたいだし。それはさすがにおかしいですね。
もしリンさんたちが自治州内にいるのであれば、なんとか居場所を特定できるかもしれません。
本当か？何？どういう方法？
確かエニグマ2には研究段階の機能が搭載されていたはずです。その一つが緊急時にアラート信号を発信する機能です。そうなの？オーブメント内の予備動力で一定間隔ごとに特定周波数の動力波を発信する仕組みですが、あまりにも弱い動力波のため実用には至っていないと聞きます。ただ機能そのものはカットされずに残っているかと。じゃあその微弱な動力波を
リンとエオリアの居場所も特定できるってわけね。
試してみる価値はあるかと。この機能についてはロバーツ主任が詳しいので IBC に行ってみましょう。多分力になってくれるはずです。
Oh, I'm pretty certain he would help us. We might need to pay for it at a store, but in the end, he definitely will help us.
わかった。行ってみよう。すまないわね。本当に助かっちゃうわ。 何か分かったらこちらにも連絡をちょうだい。場合によったらアリオスたちを呼び戻すから。
了解しました。
さて、それじゃあ IBC に行ってみようか。
Well, we're still gathering information, so I don't think it's necessary to involve the rest just yet. If we have a clue to where they are approximately, that is when we need to contact the guild. Make sure to contact me immediately if you find any leads about Lynn and Eolia, alright? I'll get Ares and the others back here ASAP if the situation calls for it. No one here? Alright. Yes. And hopefully we'll get permission to go to the floor where he is.
さてと、ロバーツ主任はいるかな。
多分財団のフロアで暇そうにしてると思います。エニグマで連絡してみましょう。どうも、ティオです。いえ、別にそんなつもりは。しつこいです、主任。
相変わらずみたいだな。
ティオちゃんももう少し優しく接すればいいのに。
むしろあのおっさんなら冷たくされて喜んでんじゃねえか。
ええ、エニグマ2の緊急アラート機能について。ええ、そうです。はい、下に来ているのでよろしくお願いします。
相談に乗ってくれるって？
ええ、すぐこちらに降りてくるそうです。何でもヨナも一緒だとか。
Ah, so extra backup.
あら、それって確か爆破されたジオフロントの部屋を使っていた
エプスタイン財団出身の天才ハッカー君だったかな。
ああ、小生意気だが微妙にヘタレな小僧だぜ。
さすがに今は財団の事務所に厄介になってるらしいな。
ええ、いやいやみたいですけど。
なるほど、そんな事情だったのか。
は、どうせ動力切れで連絡が取れないってだけだろ。遊撃士なんていいこぶった連中ほっときゃいいじゃん。
ような、お前な。
もうそんなこと言っちゃダメよ。
Yeah, it's definitely not very nice. He doesn't even know them. Or does he know them and knows that they don't want to give him hogs like they do with Theo?
はあ、ヨナ君ときたら最近ずっとこうなんだよ。せっかく事務所の一角に最新型の専用端末ルームを用意してあげたっていうのにさ。
いくら処理能力が高くったってあんな制限付きのシステムで満足できるかっつうの。とっととセキュリティコードを僕に開放しろよな。
ああ、それはダメだよヨナ君。そんなことをしたら君またやりたい放題しちゃうだろ。代わりにポムットでティオ君に勝てるよ特訓用のプログラムを組んであげたからさ。
余計なお世話だっつうの。
なんだかんだ言ってヨナのことちゃんと監督してるみたいだな。
まあイラッとするところはともかく有能な人ではありますから。
まあそれはともかくエニグマ2のアラート機能だがお役に立てないかもしれないね。
そうなんですか？
そういった機能があるのはあるんですよね。
ただ動力波が弱くてほとんど感知できなくてね。10セルジュくらい近づかないと測定器でも感知できないんだよ。
10セルジュ。
そりゃまた微妙な距離だな。
クロスベル市内にいるのなら感知できそうだけど。
私のセンサーと組み合わせるのはどうでしょう。マトリクス化されたシステムならエイオンで連動できそうですか？
ああ、それならあるいはやっぱりダメだ。エイオンに連動させるには測定器の精度が不安定すぎる。 動力圧の問題もあるし、周辺地形の反射も考えられるから、かなり無理があると思うよ。
そうですか。
何がダメなのかいまいちわかりませんが、
どうやら技術的な問題があるみたいね。
だったらさ、オルキスタワーの屋上で測定しちゃえばいいんじゃね？
ヨナ君
So, if we do it from very high, then there are no obstructions to hold the signal back, and we might be able to get some extra silage out of it?
どういうことだ？
アラート用の動力波は微弱すぎて測定器から近い場所にないと感知しきれない。かといって測定器とティオのセンサーと連動させても出力が足りないし精度不足なんだろ。でも遮蔽物のないタワーの屋上なら感知精度も上げられるだろうし、高出力の動力が確保できるんじゃね？
相変わらず意味不明だが。
どうなのティオちゃん。驚きました。
いやはや、さすがヨナ君。システムエンジニアとしての才能は目を見張るものがあるね。
まあそれほどでもあるけどな。
Hey, just because you have an occasional good idea, Jonah, doesn't necessarily make you a genius. Just makes you a smart ass.
それじゃあ
なんとか目処が立ったみたいだね。
ええ、いけるかもしれません。
早速オルキスタワーの管理部に屋上の使用許可がもらえないか掛け合ってみよう。ヨナ君、君も手伝ってくれるね。
なんで僕がって言いたいけど、まあ暇だし手伝ってやるよ。その代わりあんたらこれで貸し一つだからな。
わかった。
無茶な頼みでもない限りきっとお返しさせてもらうわ。
Chief Roberts and Jonah then went to Orcus Tower and received permission to set their equipment up on the roof. As it would take some time before the search was ready to be continued, the SSS decided to finish any outstanding business before heading over. So clearly it's saying, alright, if you continue from this point forward, you're gonna be stuck in a bit of a story bit, so be prepared. Well, I can go back to the SSS building to check up on reports, but I think we probably did everything.
はい、こちらクロスベル警察です。それでは報告を受けたまわりますね。さすが皆さんです。
Ah, driven to the brink with 2 bonus points. I'll take it.
報告は以上ですね。ではまた依頼を達成したらよろしくお願いします。
And there it is, a beautifully full list worked off. Perfect. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to leave the episode here. Next time we'll go to Orcus Tower. And of course, go to the rooftop and see if we can get a signal on where those two are. And of course, when we do find it, we're going to go for it and bring them back home. Well, to score some extra points with the guild, of course. But that's for next time. For now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue our search for the missing bracers. Till then, bye-bye.